Good afternoon, Scorpio and fellow cross-watchers. Welcome to Inner Knowing Messages Tarot. My name is Rhiannon and I'm here today to do a little catch-up mid-monthly July reading for you. How are we all doing, guys? What's been happening for you? Wow, the cards are jumping. Here we go. So, like I say, this is a quick little read. If you're watching the short version, it is literally the first 3 minutes of this reading. If you want to know the full information of how this read goes, please go to the channel, go to the video section, and then you will find the full length of all videos that I do. If you could kindly please hit the subscribe button and give the video a like, I would really appreciate it. And also let me know where you're watching from. Is this your first time here, or do you like to come back and watch me whenever I pop up there? Let me know, guys. I'd love to know. Okay, so we're going to do at least 2 angel number cards as well, because I just think they got great messages and they can make you think a lot about what's going on. Help guide and steer the light and the way. Oops. Let's go with that one. And this one was sticking out. We'll go with that. Okay, let's see what they've got to say then. Right then, Scorpio and fellow cross-watchers, we've got the 5 of Cups. Now, the 5 of Cups is a bit of a stuck energy. It's about being stuck in your head, feeling a bit downtrodden, a bit fed up. You know, you don't realise that you might have lost the 3 cups here that have spilt and tipped over, but you've got 2 full cups behind you. So there's still positive options and there's still something there that's going to help move you away from how you're feeling. You might be feeling like loss and grief. Maybe you have just recently lost something. Maybe you just don't know what to do now. Have you lost a job recently, or has something come to an end that you used to enjoy doing and maybe the funding has stopped and there's no more like a community centre or something like that, or maybe a gym or a class that you were doing something, maybe that's coming to an end? Or are you actually moving on somewhere? Have you finished education now and you're now relocating or moving on to something else? But this can feel like a big mourning, like a loss. Now, it can be heartbreak, and I do apologize if you have recently lost someone. My heart and my sympathies go out to you. It's never a good time to lose someone. There's never a right time, is there? You know, it is so sad, and these things do happen, unfortunately. But what I would say is, if you're able to sort of put your thoughts down onto paper, good, bad, and the ugly, as they say, you know, because when we go through grief, there's 5 main stages of grief, and you will find one minute you're happy, sad, crying, angry, numb, you name it. You'll be feeling all those mixed emotions, and it's sometimes you feel so overwhelmed with it, and you might also feel guilty because you're still here and they're not. And as awful as it may seem, it was their time, even though they might have been really young, and that might feel so cruel, and you just can't understand why. Sadly, it is how it's meant to be, and I know that sounds really harsh to some, and it's not meant to upset anyone. But you know, I've lost people at a really, really young age, a lot younger than myself. You know, in their early 30s and so on. And I just look at it now as, what did I learn from that experience? What did I gain? You know, what memories do I have from that? What could I do that I could channel that energy into something? Could I go somewhere that's a favorite place that you would go to with that person? Are you able to put something in memory of them, create something, plant something? Some people put benches in place or plaques. Some people plant a tree or a rose bush or something. And then some people go and pursue something that person wanted to do but never got round to. So maybe it was like going to a certain place or a country, or to experience a certain food or something. You know, do that in honor of them, you know. And then if you drink, raise a glass. For me, it'd be a cup of tea, as always, my big cup of tea here. But yeah, you know, try and do something that's going to help pull you out of that rut and feeling so down. And just know that with this card here of the 5 of Cups, behind in the background, in the distance, there is a bridge that goes over the water, and it leads you onto that castle there, that new kingdom. And that's where things then happen and move and turn in your favor. So it's not always going to stay like this. Things are going to move on and become better for you. And then we have a really good card here. We have the Ace of Pentacles. Now, this is all about your potential and abundance. It's about your financial new beginnings. Now, it can also be about things that are like opportunities. It could be about new businesses, money, investments, savings, prosperity, can't speak today, prosperity, security, and stability. It's all about what you can manifest and bring in. Is this something that you've been wanting and longing for so long? And you would just love it if it could just come in now, because do you know what? You've been wanting this for such a long time. But then they say, isn't it, that, it's about feeling from that position of already having it. So say, for example, you wanted to drive a car and you don't even have your license yet, then if you imagine yourself already passing that test of yours, however and wherever you are in the world, because it differs depending on the country you're in, the standards of what you need to do to pass and become a licensed driver on the road. But if you think about what it is that matters to you about, for example, like I say, learning to drive and having your own vehicle, whether it's the freedom it gives you, the independence, whether it's the fact you can go and visit people, or it could help you with your job or commuting and things like that, getting a job maybe, or relocating, or visiting family and friends that you don't get to see often. It could even be the fact that you just fed up of getting the bus and having 20 bags of shopping when you do a weekly, monthly shop, whatever that is. And I understand that one. But yeah, whatever it is for you, just feel from the place of already having. And that's where you attract things, because when you're on that energy, when you're on that high flying disc, that's when you start to bring in better things that align with you more, things that you enjoy, things that you love. And I think that there's more than meets the eye with this Ace of Pentacles for you, okay, Scorpio and fellow cross watchers here. I feel like there's something else that's in the pipeline that maybe you're not even aware of, and it's going to just randomly open this door, this opportunity for you. And you're going to be thinking, wow, where did that come from? I didn't see that coming, sort of thing. But let me know if that resonates with you. Okay. Oh, and this has come out again. This came out just now in the previous reading I did, which was for Libra and Libra cross watchers, and it's the Soul card. It's your soul is preparing you to reconnect, trust in the process. Again, it's about your feeling, isn't it? It's about your internal feeling. What is it that you're going through? What is preparing you to reconnect? What is it that's going to bring in whatever it is? And it says trusting the process. So, get into that high vibe flying disc of yours. If you know Esther Hicks or Abraham Hicks, search them on YouTube. It's free to do that, guys, when you've got a spare 5-10 minutes. And listen to the law of attraction, and when they explain to you about attraction and, wanting this and not having that, and, about going with the flow and going with ease, I just feel like there's a lot of that around with you. I just feel like I want to keep talking about the law of attraction, and this energy is clearing the way. At the moment, it's been like a fog, and I feel like there is now this sort of parting, and you can actually see the other side finally. Like, when you see the light at the end of the tunnel scenario, I feel like that's coming in for you. Again, let me know in the comments. Does that make any sense to you? Now, this card has come up as well. I think it was yesterday, and it's card 1414, and it says light up. Mood swings, respect, family, constructive outlook, and quality. Focus your needs, desires, and hobbies. Everything is more accessible with light attitude. You will be blessed with new opportunities, a new friend, or an addition to your family. Good vibes will speed up the process. How cool is that? And that's so in line with manifestation, is it not? And then we have 0606, and this is all about commitment. This is about loyalty, responsibility, truth, love, light, spiritual realm, growth, and solutions. Applying honesty and light daily is a fast track to creating a peaceful and meaningful life. It's how you find solutions and comfort. Release worries by speaking your truth and expressing emotions regularly. Open up for the best is yet to come. Oh, amazing. I mean, this is definitely law of attraction, is it not? It's definitely about manifestation. It's definitely about bringing things in and, opening doors. I just feel like there's a lot going on. I really feel like you're going to be doing like a 180 and something. Now, I don't know if that's to do with where you're living, you're moving somewhere completely different, like hours and hours away, or even getting on an aeroplane somewhere and moving somewhere, or whether that's you're going from one traditional thing or like career in something completely different. So maybe you're working in a restaurant and now you're looking to train us to become a lawyer. Something so random and different, no one ever saw that coming kind of feeling. But let me know if this resonates, guys. I really do appreciate you watching here until the very end as well. Thank you all for being here. And if you haven't done so already, please give this video a like and subscribe to the channel. I really do appreciate it. And until next time, thank you all, take care and stay blessed.